Hey, Jody, how are you?
Just got the Parks folks coming in.
The what? Okay.
Parks folks over here, and I've got the.
Is that who's speaking? Is that still correct? Who's speaking?
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
I'm highly allergic to that.
Yeah, because so far.
What's that? Yeah, they're good people, man. Good people, awesome people. Been over a week. Yesterday's took a bath last night. Dawn did something. One of the three. Oh, yeah, three. He's the oldest. He's going to be going much longer. I'm going to do just do the next day.
They could be in a certain little section together.
Okay, I got you. Everybody? I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea. That's really good. Aiden, come here. Let's ask him. Let's just verify. Come here, bud. Hurry up, hurry up. What do you want to be?
No, you're fine.
He asked me, and I was like, well, you told people that you wanted to be me, so I didn't know.
Yep, so Bridget is going to go first, and then Brooke, and then Deputy Mayor.
Yeah.
Yep, so we got everybody up here. All right. Nicole, Layla.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all so much for joining us at, without a doubt, the best view in all of Louisville here at the top of Iroquois Park. What an amazing view, and what amazing people we have today to talk about another great announcement, great progress in our park system. We're joined by so many people who are working so hard to make our park system the absolute best in the United States. We're joined by colleagues from Louisville Parks and Recreation who work every day here in Iroquois Park and all of our other parks so it is safe and healthy and clean for everyone to enjoy. We've got colleagues from LMPD that are working so hard every day to ensure that our parks are safe, that all of our neighborhoods are safe. We have folks from our park supporting organizations that are doing so much with the philanthropic community and the private sector to support our public parks. And we have colleagues from Metro Council, Councilwoman Chappell, Councilwoman Rui, Councilman Batzone, who are all supporting our parks on a regular basis to continue making these vital and important and well-deserved investments in our parks. So thank you to everyone for being with us here today, and thanks for everyone across the city that's helping to support our parks, and we hope everybody is enjoying our parks on beautiful days like today, this past weekend, and over the coming months. And we gathered here today because so much good work is happening here in our parks, in Iroquois Park and around our entire city. We were just here at Iroquois Park last week for our weekly Tuesday press conference to celebrate the completion of our new sports courts, with people are already enjoying so much. We recently announced the hiring of our new executive director of Louisville Parks and Recreation, Michelle King, who is here with us today. We've just last week announced continued progress on the renovation of the pool, the swimming pool at Camp Taylor, which joins alongside Algonquin Park, where we will have 2 new swimming pools next summer for our community to enjoy. And that's just a little bit of what all of us here today are working on throughout our entire park system. As you see in the budget that I proposed to Metro Council, I believe our parks are an incredibly important resource for the people all across our city. They contribute to our quality of life, to our physical and mental health, and they play such an important role in areas like sustainability, public safety, the economy, and so much more. We have to do everything we can to make sure that our parks are the safest, are the cleanest, and the most well-maintained they can possibly be, so that people across Louisville can access them, can use them, can enjoy them every single day. And so to do that, we have to continue to invest in the needed equipment and facilities and people that it takes to make our parks so beautiful, like right here at the top of Iroquois Park. We have to hire and compensate and support our outstanding parks team members like we have with us here today. And we have to work with all of these strong partners that we have throughout our cities to help make our parks shine. Last fall, my administration applied for the Bloomberg Harvard Cross-Boundary Collaboration Program. I know that's a mouthful, but it's an amazing program. It's part of the Bloomberg Harvard City Leadership Initiative, which is a program I've participated in since becoming mayor with other mayors from around the country. And I'm proud to say that Louisville was one of only 10 cities that was chosen to participate in the Cross-Boundary Collaborative Initiative. Its purpose is to help us in our city find innovative ways to work across agencies within the government, outside the government, with strong community partners to address some of our biggest challenges. And the area that we chose to focus on in Louisville, with Bloomberg and with Harvard, was our parks. People love and rely on our parks. We love our parks. All of us here today continue to support our parks. We're so proud of them. And we know that there are challenges within our parks that we need to address, that we need to do a better job of addressing. And among those challenges and concerns that the people of Louisville have shared with us are some of those that we're addressing today. For example, in a survey that was taken as part of the Parks for All plan that the Parks Alliance initiated, we saw that the two top reasons that people said they hesitated to go to parks were concerns about safety and security. That's not right. That is unacceptable. And we know that these areas of concern are a bigger issue in some areas of our city than in other areas of our city. That too is not acceptable. Every person in every neighborhood deserves access to a clean, safe, well-maintained public park. And they deserve to know that they have access and to feel confident when the people of our city share their concerns that Louisville Metro government will respond. And so over the last 7 months, we've assembled a team of leaders that you'll hear from some of them today to strategize on how we can address these important and valid concerns and take other steps to improve our parks, to improve our park experience, to make sure everyone in every neighborhood feels safe in their park and is comfortable when they are using our wonderful parks. Some of these leaders that participated from our administration include Deputy Mayor David James and Deputy Mayor Nicole George, Bridget Faley from our Parks and Recreation team, Lieutenant Caleb Stewart from LMPD, and outside of Metro government, some of our best partners from the nonprofit community. Dr. Aretha Fuqua of the West Louisville Tennis Club, Layla George from Olmsted Parks Conservancy, Brooke Pardue of the Parks Alliance of Louisville, and Prasante Prasad of Wilderness Louisville. I want to thank each and every one of you that participated in this initiative for your time here in Louisville, for your time traveling to New York to help really focus on this, for your dedication, for your leadership, and your partnership. Thank you for taking on this wide range of challenges that our city is facing, like making sure when people don't follow the rules, including when the park is open, that we have a plan to address it.
And safe for the community. I firmly believe that great things do not happen in silos, but through collaboration, partnership, and collective willpower, and that's what we've been working on for the last 7 months. Our group knows firsthand that communities with access to exceptional parks are communities that flourish. What exactly is an exceptional, healthy, safe park? I would like to speak to that for just a minute. It's a park that is clean. It's a park that's well maintained and free from vandalism, where you often smell freshly cut grass, hear children laughing, and see seniors getting in their steps. An exceptional park is more than just welcoming. It's a beacon of health, safety, and community pride. Clear paths, functional equipment, and ample lighting create a space where families feel secure, children play freely, and residents across our community gather peacefully. An exceptional park is packed with energy brought to life by consistent and extensive programming and activation. And lastly, exceptional parks offer regular events and programming for all ages, offer something for everyone. from educational programs to fitness classes and cultural events. These are the moments to engage, learn, and enjoy the outdoors together. From the Parks for All study, one of the other things that we learned is that in this community, the number one and two things that folks want to see are more events and activities in our parks. Specifically, adults want to see more opportunities to get out and exercise. Do we have a way to go before every park in Louisville is exceptional? Yes, and we've discussed this at length as part of our cohort. But we're making strides by learning and listening to what the community wants and needs. So for example, our second entry point, as Bridget said, was at Shepherd Park in the Russell neighborhood. Neighbors had placed their own grill in the park, which we noticed on one of our visits. So the Parks Department recently installed a brand new permanent grill for all who visit Shepherd Park to use. We also noticed the park still had one of the old wooden signs, which has now been replaced with the current signage, and we're so happy to see ongoing budget allocations to ensure that all of our parks have those beautiful new signs that you'll see popping up. While these are seemingly minor additions, when we can make these small changes at scale, listening to what the community wants, needs, and deserves in our public parks, our entire community can be transformed. This is another lesson that we learned from Bloomberg Harbor, is that those small wins, that those easy entry points can make a huge impact. That's not to say that we're also not taking giant leaps forward as a city when it comes to our park system. I do want to say with Alberta Jones Park in the California neighborhood, Elliott Park in Russell, and Ballard Park in Smoketown, we are ensuring that historically underserved neighborhoods in our city can also take pride in those exceptional parks. Our city is home to more than 120 public parks, and we invite everyone to explore as many as you can this summer. And you know what? If a park is not exceptional, let us know, because these are the things that we need to hear from the community so that our parks can better serve all Louisvillians. Our public parks are indispensable. They are the green lungs that breathe life into our city, the social hearts that foster connections in our neighborhood, and the well springs of our health and safety. So, evolving into a city of exceptional parks is not a luxury, but a necessity. It's a commitment to our environment and to the health and well-being of every resident, neighbor, and loved one in Louisville, and I'm proud to have been part of this group and to move forward, making more changes and more updates in our public parks.
Thank you so much, Brooke. And our final speaker today is another member of the collaboration team, a very important part of our administration who is active in so many different areas and was excited to be a part of this to help improve our park system. Our amazing Deputy Mayor, David James.
Hello, everybody, and thank you all for being here, and thanks to everybody for participating together to do this. I first want to thank our partners today because they really made this opportunity happen. I want to thank the Harvard Bloomberg group for bringing us all together. But most importantly, none of this could happen without some very important people, and that's our parks maintenance staff. You guys really, we could not be here doing this if it were not for you, and I just really want to say thank you, thank you, and thank you. The other people that I really want to thank are the people in blue over here. You heard about the enforcement of park hours and making sure people are safe. Our police officers, not only here, but throughout the city, have been working very hard to keep our city safe. And our individuals here, our police officers, they have worked with us and talked to us and worked on ideas and ways to make this park safer and Shepherd Park safer. And I just want to say thank you for caring so much, and thank you so much for working together. Thank you. And I know you do great work every day, and you will do too. But finally, I also want to thank our neighbors. The neighbors around our parks, they are the ones that actually use the parks, and they are the ones that bring information to us that we spoke to. We all went out and spoke to them, and they provided us their ideas and their information and the things that bothered them and the things they wanted us to focus in on. And so I really want to thank them, because we really wouldn't have the data in order to be able to move forward without their help. And so our partners did a lot of work. I didn't get to say this, but Olmsted Parks, for example, Layla George over here, she was one of our big drivers towards let's talk to the people, let's talk to the people. And Aretha Fuqua, she was like, we got to talk to the people. So a tremendous amount of time was spent talking to the citizens that use our parks. And this was truly driven by participation of those people that made it possible for us to bring all these things forward. And so from the bottom of our hearts, I want to say thank you very much. And while we're starting with these two parks, we intend to take this throughout the entire park system as we learn and develop and reiterate more and more to make this all possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deputy Mayor Janes. And again, one final thank you to our Metro Council colleagues that are here with us today. Councilwoman Jennifer Chappell, whose district that we're in this amazing Iroquois Park, Councilwoman Rui, and Councilman Batson. Thank you all so much for continuing to support new initiatives in our parks, but also the much needed initiatives that we need to do every day, when that's with deferred maintenance, that's with our mowing, supporting our parks team, the day-to-day work, so that Louisvillians across the entire city can enjoy safe, healthy, green, clean parks where there's something truly for everyone. That's what our park system is today. We have high aspirations, as you heard from Brooke and others. We want it to be even better for everyone across the city. And this initiative is just one of the many ways that we are going to continue in partnering with Metro Council, with our strong partner organizations, with LMPD, and anyone else across the city that truly wants to make our park system the best in the United States. Thank you all so much for helping us make this happen. We're happy to take any questions from the media about this initiative.
Mayor, can you just kind of reiterate what you guys are doing today? This is the result of doing a survey and getting feedback from the people who walk through the park?
Sure, I'll let some others talk about too, but basically what this happened is we put together a group of 7 individuals from our administration and also the supporting organizations, Deputy Mayors David James and Nicole George, Bridget Fraley, Lieutenant Caleb Stewart, Aretha Fuqua, Layla George, Brooke Pardue, and Prasanthi Prasad. And maybe that was 8 people. They came together. We were accepted into the Bloomberg Harvard collaboration program, where cities from across the country applied to identify a challenge in their city and then come together with folks, not just from Metro government, to identify innovative and bold solutions on how to address that challenge. And so the challenge that we identified that we wanted to address here in Louisville was improving the safety and security in all of our parks. And so they've been working together for the past many months on some collaborative ideas and initiatives, starting right here in Iroquois Park and also in Shepherd Park, on some innovative strategies that you heard about here today to improve these 2 parks, and then we'll expand that out to all of the others.